in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Cincinnati's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's got it down the middle. And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. He has the first and still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. First down here for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Ron gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down to 17.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, TFL. Now you got a big second down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
What a nice job by the offense. Took a stride in the game. They matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw. They get paid.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little.
Just steamrolling the defense. Flying down the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think...
He's going for it all. Reels it in down the right side. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Finding his way. Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get it up, rush, and it pays off a sack at the 20. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the hit, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And there he goes. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for sure last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up.
There he goes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Leaves it with the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
So after the penalty, it's still third and goal, but a wee bit closer. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And the Mountaineers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Turning it on. How about this back staying on track and getting it out of the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now this offense will take the field again. Oh, better look out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to's not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in passing.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Makes the grab. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And they runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been...
Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Powers through the defender. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Got room to work. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him and nobody scores. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent.
And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to test the right side with this one. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gives it on the option. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They go to the draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They'll play it safe and try for 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU.
Still on his feet at the 45. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats. And the beatdown has ensued.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big time.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. It's complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Got his man way to the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Backed up now, here's second and long. And his first pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Vaughn. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody might be on the same page.
He got loose, almost past him, finally dragged down at the 32.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Crosses the tackle. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Bearcats! Oh, that will be in and straight into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
West Virginia has it on the offense ready to go to work. Going for it all. It's picked off and another empty drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bearcats. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in week 9.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. At 35, he's open.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw it. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes! That's the tap. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Newton. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Seems incomplete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. And the Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. The give out of the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Right back to the well. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He wants it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return. this drive from the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bearcats in the hurry-up. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. That's a penalty, that's a penalty, that's a penalty. Going over the top. It's complete. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Looking for a productive play on first down. Might be changing the route. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride of the tag. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better.